Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Part Leader 75. Today we're going to take a look at another creation of mine, coming from the Crown lineup. This one is supposed to be the hatchback for the younger crowd, sort of with a crazy amount of horsepower, given the size of it. It is inline 6-cylinder, straight cylinder, and it's a 2.5 liter with turbo, all-wheel drive, and it's a pretty neat little thing, if I may say so myself. And we're gonna have a look at it and see how it handles on the automation test track handle course. Here we go, and let's see. Let's start it up, actually. Oops. There we go. It revs up to 8,000 RPM, so it's pretty cool. It's very connected to the road. That at least the feel that I went for. That you feel the road. It does about 0 to 100 in 4.5 seconds, or 0 to 60. Get the cursor out of the way, and let's see what we can do for the second lap. This is just a warm-up. Very easy to drive. The power distribution is at 60% on the back and 40 on the front, so I should have done there. We're gonna go ahead and do the second attempt. It's just a warm-up, get a feel for the car. Alright, I'm pretty sure we can do under 120, so let's give it another try, and then we're gonna head over to my little test run on the Italy map. And that way we'll wrap it up in a nice way. Alright, let's go for it now. that's really good though. You just floor it and turn in some more if you understeer just the way you want it. And I just downshifted there just to turn in some more. It's a geared differential, so you can definitely worse your gears to get better cornering. Wasn't the best line there. Come on. Oh wow, the worst possible cornering ever. But at least we haven't hit the barrier yet. Looks like 120 is going to be the official time for this car. It's not bad. You can probably do better. Obviously, I didn't do the best corner there. Alright, so let's head over to the little test run on the Italy map. Nice little roundabout on the island there. I'll see you there in a bit. Alright, so welcome to Italy, I guess. Back on top of the mountain or the hill as usual, starting our little typical test run, the run that I usually do to test my cars and make sure that everything is tuned the way it should be, so that the cars are drivable on normal roads as well. So our goal here is not to set any records by any means. We're just gonna give the car a little spin and have a nice little run. Alright, let's start up the engine and see how it sounds from the driver's position as usual with any automation made cars. No interiors, and so we are stuck to the bonnet or the hood. Alright, here we go. And foot manual. We're not going to go in automatic mode here. So you can go either straight here, down there, but it's one way only, so let's do it the right way or the proper way. Just by the police station here and down this little ramp. And let's start our little touring. It's a very good run because you get to do a little bit of downhill and hill climb and highway as well. It's everything in between as well. Warm up the car a little bit. Not that it needs too much of a warm up, but it's always a good idea to warm things up anyways. As always, you can see all the inputs to the right around the tachometer. And put the mouse cursor out of the way. And as always, I'm using a high-end Fanatec steering wheel with club sport pedals. And if I do shifting, I do have a shifter from Fanatec as well. But for this one, we're using the pedals. So this car has a top speed restricted to 250 kilometers an hour. It's not that it gets there that easily. It's not about top speed. It's more about agility and how connected you get the feel to the road or in the steering wheel, the connection feel. That's something that I struggle quite a lot with when I develop my Model 1 cars that are inspired by Porsche 911-ish. They always suffer from low front grip, and not so much with this car though. This car is very planted to the road. Not as fast, but sometimes speed is not the best option, especially on these roads. So we're just gonna try to drive in a sensible way, if there is anything like that. Oops, that was a little too close on the left side there. Gotta really be on top of things here, even for this car. I mean, this is a road more suited for maybe 50 kilometers an hour. We're doing, well, twice at least. And we are on sports tires, so it's not semi-slicks or anything like that. The car is supposed to be road legal. Alright, heading out on the bigger road and towards the roundabout, and then from there we're heading on the highway. It's a very precise steering on this car, very easy to drive fast. Just be aware that it doesn't have the downforce that some of the GT cars that I built, so you will slide quite a bit, so try to keep that in mind when you start turning in the corners, especially on the highway. You want to turn in pretty early. And turning the lights on. If you get that understeer feel, then try to find a good rev on the tachometer and work your way by hitting the throttle a little bit to turn in some more. Time to slow down a little bit. We're about to hit the next little community here. Speed bump. Oops. And try not to jump over there. We want to keep the car at least in one piece. About to exit this little community. And here comes a little bit of a hill climb. Entering this little nice village. I really like this village. It's so scenic with that almost aqueduct looking sort of a passage above the town. I reckon this village would be something that is pretty old. And here we come. I mean, it's a 30-kilometer-an-hour road here, but we're doing twice as much at least. As always, terrorizing the village with our little nimble car, enjoying the sound of the engine. Now it is a little bit muffled. It's not the straight pipe. It would be pretty loud otherwise. It's still pretty loud, but it's not as loud as it could be. Oops, almost forgot to turn off the lights there. It's a little bumpy here, so you don't want to floor it too heavily. Except for here, you can floor it a little bit, as long as you have the grip. You want to stay away from the left side here. It's a little bit rocky there, so I don't want to end up with the wheels on those. You're going to flip over easily. I always watch out for this corner. Gotta be prepared for that left-hander. Don't get too early on the throttle here, because you want to make sure that you have the exit sort of defined before you do that. Time to make a left-hander soon and enter the next downhill here towards the coast on the other side of the island, I suppose. It's pretty much a round the island tour, but it's a great way to test the car because it has a nice variety of road types or conditions. That was something to do with the differential, that it didn't like that shifting there. So I wouldn't have done what I did to prevent me from oversteering there. It turned in pretty much to oversteer into the wall. Always got to be careful there. For that sudden oversteer, that is. Same there, it almost turned into an oversteer to the right, towards the outer edge. And here we're going to take a right-hander. Continue along the coastline. Finally we're going to end up back at the village where we started. More than halfway now. That's the only corner that I feel comfortable cutting. It's a pretty narrow stretch here. You gotta be really focus here. Oh, understeer. Always be ready for this, right-hander. Should sort of have a little warning sign there on the left side before actually telling that it's a sharp right-hander. A lot of crests here, so be careful for loss of front grip. Always make sure you have grip entering these crests, or you can end up in the wall. I mean, this car is not that of a light car. It is normal in that terms, or in that regards. It's 1.6 ton, so it's not a lightweight. Some of the nice features here. As you can see here, it's a slight angle to the road here. You gotta be really careful here. Almost angled towards the outside. So you will have less of a traction through the corners. The banking of it. Bit of a jump here, so be careful. Now we can pretty much floor it a little bit. Just be ready for the corners. Let the car be able to slide a little bit. Now we're almost back at the village. You see those little intersections there? That's where we're going to turn left and go up the hill. That's the village in front of us up on the hill. Yeah, this car is pretty, it's actually perfect for anyone who wants to have a fast car, but not too fast, but I still have the planted feel in the steering. And like I always mention, especially on when I publish the cars, is that I have no idea what the cars feel like driving them with a keyboard or a gamepad. I only have experience with force feedback steering wheels, and that's how I develop my cars. So, alright, we are back at the castle and the police station. So that's gonna wrap the video up, and thanks for watching, and I'll put all the links and descriptions and stuff at the bottom of the video. Alright, and let's turn off the engine and put it in park, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and the bell if you want to catch up and see what's coming up next, and I'll be seeing you in the next one.